Hello and welcome to USL Today. 4 teams remain in the race for the 2015 USL Championship after a dramatic conference semifinals weekend. OKC Energy FC wrapped up the weekend on Sunday night with a memorable penalty shootout victory against Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. It was Evan Newton, the hero for Energy FC, in the penalty shootout, making 2 huge saves.
2 fantastic saves. First in the second round to deny Martin Mabin, give OKC the chance to take a 2-1 lead, which they did on Gareth Evans' emphatic finish. And then in the 5th round, another excellent save on Miguel Gonzalez to end the shootout, send the grid behind the goal into massive celebrations, big party on the field afterwards as they moved on. It was a fascinating game for the 120 minutes prior, though. You had a really great goal by Luke Roccoloni early on to put the Switchbacks ahead. Nice answer back by Chuy Sanchez just before the half-time break. And then the second half, it really broke down into a little bit of a defensive chess match. Both teams really didn't provide many avenues through in the final third, and that ended up getting us to overtime. Fine goal by Pibo Due kind of re-energized the game a little bit and got the Switchbacks to come out and really push forward. And they got a great goal by Aaron King to level things up. We didn't get a winner in the second half of overtime, but we certainly got a dramatic and memorable finish as OKC moved on to host the conference final.
Absolutely. It was a great night at Taft Stadium, and it could be another great night coming up this weekend when Energy FC hosts the LA Galaxy 2, who got a big win of their own against their Southern California rivals, Orange County Blues FC. It was Ariel Lassiter back in the lineup this week. He scored 2 great goals for them.
He really scored 2 great goals, 2 clinical finishes from the guy that LA Galaxy insider Adam Serrano is dubbing the goal puppy after his dad Roy Lassiter was the goal dog. But what impressed me most about the Galaxy 2's performance, particularly early on, was the way they pressed and stifled Orange County. You look at the first goal, the turnover in midfield, Raul Mendiola playing a pinpoint pass to Lassiter to set up that goal, and it was a theme throughout the game. The Blues really didn't have much time to settle on the ball, didn't have much time to move it throughout the midfield as they have done so well all season, and that really proved the difference. It'll be interesting to see if the Galaxy 2 can replicate that against a very good Oklahoma City midfield next weekend.
Absolutely. Well, in the Eastern Conference, Louisville City FC played host to the Charleston Battery, and it was a tough game, scoreless through the first 90 minutes, but Louisville City getting their breakthrough in overtime. Matt Fondy, of course, the USL Golden Boot winner, coming up big for City in OT.
It was a really impressive performance, I thought, by the Battery, and especially by goalkeeper Additional Cooper. He made 6 saves during regulation to keep the game scoreless, including a couple of really outstanding stops. But when the time came, Louisville's leading scorer, leading man, came through. A fantastic header early in the second period of overtime from Juan Guzman's corner kick, and then wrapping up the victory late on with his second of the game. Certainly a memorable night. 8,500 fans at Slugger Field to enjoy that one, and now they'll move on to face a Rochester side that looked very good at Salem Stadium.
Absolutely. The top-seeded Rochester Rhinos. There were a few questions, despite their strong regular season, about whether they could carry that over to the postseason, but I think they answered that pretty well. A really comprehensive victory for them.
Big difference maker in Steven Dos Santos. First, causing a red card in the first half that saw Conrad Pleva sent off after he brought Dos Santos down after an errant back pass. It was certainly looked like it was going to come up short to Santiago Castaño. Dos Santos got pulled down. Red card came out, and suddenly the Rhinos not only had a man advantage, they were able to really press the Red Bulls to a lot higher up the field. Dos Santos then made the difference on the score sheet in the second half. Fantastic goal early in the second half as he arrowed a shot into the right corner of the net, and then again finding himself at the right place at the right time, as he has done often so far this season for Rochester, to put a second away as the Rhinos pressed and really sustained their 2-goal lead for the rest of the way. It was an honestly very good performance by Rochester. They're still undefeated at home, and it's going to be very tough for Louisville to go in there and try and overturn a 2-0 loss earlier this season. But it should make for a fascinating matchup with the offensive firepower Louisville possesses going in against Rochester's outstanding defense.
Definitely plenty to look forward to in the conference final matchups. You can stay up to date on all the latest in the USL playoffs at uslsoccer.com. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.